The most recent episode will air on Monday, September 22, 2025, on NBC, and viewers can't wait to see which up-and-coming musicians get their big break. You won't be able to pick a favorite team this season with coaches like Michael Bublé, Reba McEntire, Niall Horan, and Snoop Dogg all working with the newest crop of artists. Let us not lose sight of the reality that fans are already giddy at the confirmation of Season 29 for the spring of 2026, especially in light of the return of The Voice announcement. Returning coaches Adam Levine, Kelly Clarkson, and John Legend will compete in what is billed as The Voice Battle of Champions to establish their dominance as mentors. How come we haven't brought up Blake Shelton with all these big names making a comeback? Even though he was there from the beginning, he infamously quit The Voice in May 2023 after 23 seasons. Could Blake Shelton also be making a comeback to The Voice? Sorry to be the bearers of bad news, but it might be some time before he makes an appearance on the competition series again. The reason Blake will not be returning to The Voice is because he is already co-starring and executive producing another singing competition show on CBS. Blake, Keith Urban, and Gretchen Wilson will be followed in their quest to discover the next great music star in the project titled The Road. Not only that, but Taylor Sheridan, Lee Metzger, and David Glasser are all involved creatively with the project. And in case you were wondering when Blake will be back on TV, CBS has announced that The Road will officially premiere on Sunday, October 19, 2025. Along with the Instagram announcement on July 11th, the captions said, "The Road to Music Stardom begins Sunday, October 19th on at CBS and at Paramount+." Yet there's more. Blake expressed his desire to be a more involved husband and stepfather to his 3 sons, Apollo, Zuma, and Kingston, when he left The Voice in 2021. When Stephanie shares her sons with her ex-husband Gavin Rossdale. Since its announcement, Blake Shelton's exit from The Voice has dominated the entertainment industry. Fans are stunned and intrigued about the true reasons behind his decision to leave the show, as he was one of the longest-standing and most beloved coaches. Shelton has become a fan favorite over the years thanks to his charisma, humor, and apparent rapport with his fellow coaches, all of which have contributed to his lasting impact on the program. Consequently, why was this surprising news made? Find out why Blake Shelton is really leaving his legendary role by delving into the real reasons. Legendary The Voice career. When The Voice originally aired in 2011, Blake Shelton was one of the first contestants. He was instrumental in developing the program's character as one of its founding coaches. He was the show's breakout star thanks to his vast country music knowledge, down-to-earth personality, and knack for connecting with the candidates. Along with his stellar reputation as an enthusiastic and perceptive coach, Shelton has become famous for his lighthearted banter with fellow judges, such as Adam Levine, Kelly Clarkson, and, most recently, Camila Cabello. All things considered, Shelton's tenure on The Voice is legendary. He has coached the champions in many seasons, making him the winningest coach of all time. His fame as a country music superstar and his coaching successes cemented his place in the entertainment industry's Hall of Fame. As he led challengers to victory, fans came to adore his warmth, humor, and rare emotional moments. Nevertheless, Shelton eventually felt he needed a change, despite his extensive involvement with the show and his tremendous success. A fresh beginning for him. A major reason Blake Shelton left The Voice is because his personal life has changed. While Shelton's devotion to country music has never been secret, he has been experiencing a dramatic change away from the limelight as of late. Shelton wed fellow country music superstar Gwen Stefani in 2021, and since then, they've been very open about sharing photos of their married life online. Their relationship has become an integral part of Shelton's personal brand, and it's evident that their strong bond and common interests had a part in his choice to leave the program. Stefani's expanding career beyond The Voice might have played a role in Shelton's decision-making process as well. While Stefani was occupied with her own musical endeavors, the two of them have been collaborating on music. Given their mutual interests and the success of their marriage, Shelton may feel compelled to devote more time to his wife and their joint projects so that he may concentrate on his job off-screen. After much thought, Shelton decided to step away from The Voice in an interview he gave recently, alluding to his desire for a more balanced life. He emphasized that prioritizing family needs eventually becomes necessary. "I've come a long way in my time with this show, and I couldn't be prouder of all that we've achieved. However, now I must return my attention to what truly matters to me. The pressure of an exhausting routine, the demanding schedule that comes with being a coach on The Voice may have been another factor in Blake Shelton's decision to leave the show. Long hours and numerous weeks of filming make up The Voice schedule. For more than a decade, Shelton has juggled his personal life, music career, and live engagements with his dedication to the show. His mental and physical health may have suffered due to the stresses of teaching on the program and the obligations of touring continuously for concerts. Being a coach on The Voice requires a deep commitment to contestants, as well as an ongoing engagement with the show's production. Shelton has often mentioned how rewarding it is to help aspiring artists, but he's also acknowledged that the show's schedule can be exhausting. After a decade of being part of the show, the idea of stepping back and focusing on his own music, career, and life with Stephanie might be an appealing prospect. "I've been doing this for a long time," Shelton said in a statement following his announcement. "I've been on the road for years and I love it. But it's time for me to take a break and focus on what makes me happy. Gwen and I are working on some new things, and I'm excited for what's ahead." The changing landscape of The Voice. The landscape of The Voice has also undergone a shift in recent years. With new coaches coming in and out, like Kelly Clarkson, Ariana Grande, and Camila Cabello, the dynamic on the show has evolved. Although Shelton has been a mainstay, he may feel that the show has changed in ways that no longer align with his personal goals. The addition of newer, younger coaches might have made Shelton reflect on where he stands within the evolving dynamics of the show. With his departure, Shelton's decision seems to come at a time when the show itself is undergoing a transformation, and this might have influenced his choice to step down. Shelton's departure opens up new opportunities for other coaches and fresh faces to take center stage. While some fans may initially feel disappointed by the absence of their favorite coach, it's important to remember that The Voice has always been about discovering new talent and pushing boundaries. Shelton's exit may pave the way for new voices, new mentors, and a new direction for the show, keeping it fresh and relevant. A legacy that will endure. Although Blake Shelton is leaving The Voice, his legacy on the show will endure. His contributions to the show, his countless victories as a coach, and his connection with fans and contestants alike have made him a central figure in the history of the program. Shelton will always be remembered as one of the key figures who helped define The Voice as a leading force in television. While his departure is undoubtedly a significant moment for the show, it's important to remember that Shelton's musical career is far from over. He will continue to release albums, tour, and pursue new ventures. Shelton's departure from The Voice is not the end of his career. Rather, it marks the beginning of a new chapter in his life. His legacy on The Voice will remain a pivotal part of his career, but he now has the freedom to explore new opportunities, spend more time with his family, and continue to evolve as an artist.